Welcome back to Spill the Chard. Today we have a special guest here who's like grandma, and we're going to be talking about her life in Vietnam and like how she came to where she is today. And I think it'll be really interesting because we need to preserve these stories of our family members and just get to know how we got here. Ready?
Yes,
Okay, so where were you born?
I was born in Vietnam, Saigon, South Vietnam. Last time they called it Saigon, but now it's Ho Chi Minh City.
Oh, okay.
Before the fall.
So the fall was in 1974 and she was born like just before the war. Editing Joelle here. Just wanted to clarify that my grandma was born just before World War II and not the Vietnam War. So what was life like in Vietnam for you?
At that time, it's wonderful. It's very nice because it's conquered by French. So that time, everything, the cooking, the restaurant, everything they have good, right? Very good meal, very nice. That's like in Hong Kong. So a lot of Chinese there. So we probably speak mostly in Chinese, Cantonese. Oh, that's the life there. It's very nice. They have a name. Last time they called it is Paris, small Paris.
Small Paris.
Yes.
Oh. So you're Chinese Vietnamese, right?
Yes, I'm Chinese by birth.
But Vietnamese, you're born in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Right. So
was born and raised in Vietnam.
Right. Do you know if any of your like grandparents were Vietnamese or are they all Chinese?
My grandparent is Chinese.
Oh, okay.
Because they migrated last time long ago from China. So settled down, they have second generation, third generation. I think we're the third generation.
Oh, do you know why they came from China to Vietnam?
I think because of the life. Because last time Chinese very tough the life. So my father migrated to Vietnam and settled down and have a life there. So my grandfather also come back. Actually, before the war, we already sisters, brothers, they already come out. Because my father got business outside in Hong Kong. So we also sometimes, my father go to Hong Kong, then my father very open-minded, they let us go whenever we like. When we grow up, then we want to study. That's why my sister, they go to China when I was very young. Then my brother, they go to Canada, go to America, my sister.
Oh, how many siblings do you have?
I have altogether is 12.
12 children altogether.
My own mother passed away when I was very young. Then my father have another one. This one from Malaysia. It's also Chinese.
Okay.
So have my brother and sister. That's why we have a big family. Now everywhere in the world, America, USA, China, Hong Kong, Canada.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh. And do you keep in touch with your siblings?
Yes, we all keep in touch because my father said we have the list of all the siblings addressed. Then every year we have postcard, we have Christmas card. But now no more, we just WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
WeChat.
So why did you come to the UK and how did you come to the UK?
Oh, because when I grow up in Vietnam, then after I want to go outside and see the world, then I want to study. That's why I apply for UK because I have some friend in UK also.
Oh.
Yeah. So they tell me, you better come here, we have company. Because I don't want to go so far to some country. I don't know anybody. So I just apply nursing, because it's easier to come out of the country. Because in Vietnam, English is not that good. We cannot go to university here. So we have to do nursing. But nursing is just like student nursing. You have to study also in the hospital. So I will apply Highview Hospital here. So we just study 1 year, 2 years.
I think at that time, the UK had like a shortage of nurses. So that's why they invited people from other countries to apply.
They really need a lot of nurses.
Did you come by plane or like?
Oh yeah, by plane. So actually when that time you want to come out, Vietnam, not that easy. You have to pay a lot for the visa. And my father spent money, so we come out. I come out by plane. We go to France first, and after cross the plane come to England.
Okay, this was 1960s.
Yeah, I think 1965, I think.
Yeah.
55 or 60.
So this would have been
60.
before the fall of Saigon.
Oh, a long way.
Yeah.
Still a long way.
So that's why they were able to come out. Like,
oh, yeah. That time is very peaceful.
mm-mm.
We don't feel anything. Even though it's war outside the north part, very outside the Vietnam, not very near Saigon.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Saigon is the capital.
Do you have any like funny stories from when you were a nurse?
Yeah. When I was in the heavy hospital the first year, I make a lot of a very funny thing. We have a sister, staff nurse, then we are the first year student. Whatever they tell us to do, you have to follow, you have to obey them. So the first day, then senior nursing tell me to collect all the patients' dental, because that time, a lot of old people, they admit to have their rest because they have the flu, and that October always have a lot of flu.
Yeah.
Then I'm working in the old people's home. So a lot of old people, when the night time, they take out their dental, put your bedside in the mug. And then you see, you go and collect all the mug, then go and wash for them, then put it back in the bedside. So I said, okay, that's simple. Then I just go carry the tray, then collect all the mugs. The mug have the names, but I didn't notice because it belonged to the person cannot mix up. So I just go inside the sluice. They call it sluice, it's toilet. Then I fill up the washing basin. Then I just pour every mug, the dental, all together in the basin. That is mixed up already. That suddenly I remember. I find, oh dear, then how to recognize who belong to whose dental, how to put, I don't know how to measure. I just anyhow, upper part, lower part, then put together the one upper part, then separate. That actually is all wrong, all mixed up. I put it back in their bedside. Then after next morning, they get up, and all the patients say, why my dental doesn't feed me? Then they scream. I was so scared. My senior student said to me, never mind, I tell them, go and recognize their own. Then one by one tell them, is this your dental? Yes, then they take it back. So we settle down the thing. Oh, so I say, okay, every simple thing must learn sometimes. Right?
When you're a student, everything
everything you must learn.
You can make mistakes.
Second thing is the injection, when we also go to learn all this injection slowly, but we must follow by a sister. The sister, then they told me, nurse, I'm going to teach you how to give injection to a patient. But I'm so excited because today I can do something useful. So go to the patient, then they carry the tray. So I go to the patient, I tell, I'm going to give you injection. So the patient said, okay, very happy because a new nurse to do it for me. So I just turn over, then slowly, very gentle. I just warm them, that is cold, and I apply some mediterranean spirit, they call it. The thing. So I just put it. Then, because I'm so excited, I just inject. Then I forget to pump the medicine. I take it out quickly. The sister said, what's that doing? They quickly close they tell the patient sometimes, then go inside. The patient still don't know what we're doing. They think, okay, finish already the injection. So we go back to the they say office to change the medicine, quickly come out. Then the sister told me, so you never inject any medicine, how can you finish your injection? So quickly go back, but I'm not doing it. The sister doing it, let me know, slowly inject. I learned also, oh dear. Patient said, what is this? Why is it so painful? Because the sister inject the medicine.
The actual injection.
That is actually the pain. They say, it's so painful. Sister, you're not so good as that nurse. The nurse doing better than you. It's no pain at all. Then the sisters laugh. Laugh because of course no pain. Because you never inject the medicine, right?
Yeah, so when you do the injection, the actual painful part is when they inject the fluids into you. Because if you just stick it in, it doesn't hurt. So how long were you a nurse for, or training?
Actually, first year is the study. Third year, we go to staff nurse, a bit more things to learn.
Did you stay in the UK after that, or?
Yes, I stay in UK. I want to complete my SRN. But in about the second year or second half year, nearly finished, then I met my husband. That's Leon's father.
My dad's
Yes,
dad.
that is Joel's father.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where did you meet?
So we meet in London.
Oh, just
because
on the
sometimes we
street?
come out from Highview to London.
Oh,
so
yeah.
in a friends group party, so we know
Oh.
each other. So slowly we fell in love. So we get married in London. Then we have my son Leon. That's Joel's father. He was born in St. Mary Albert, I think, in London, South Kent.
Maybe we'll
South Kensington.
Maybe we'll insert a picture here. We'll show a picture or something. And then you went back to Singapore, right?
Yeah, about 8 months, I think, beyond 8 months, because my husband, Peter, he had to go back to serve for the government because his scholarship come here and study. So he has to go back.
So you live in Singapore now, right?
Yeah.
How do you like it in Singapore?
Oh, Singapore is very disciplined, very disciplined, and very fine country. You know what is fine means? Everything you must do it right, otherwise you get a fine. Everywhere you can trees, very clean. The food is good. We have 4 cultures: India and European, Malay, Chinese.
So lots of people in
sometimes
Singapore.
they know 4 languages, but English is the most national they got. Everybody knows.
Yeah, definitely. So if you haven't had the chance to visit Singapore, maybe you should.
If you like, just come. Very nice place, very quiet, but just small, nowhere to go. You can look around Singapore about 3 days, or 2 days, you can finish see Singapore. But you can try a lot of foods, nice different foods.
Yeah, my favorite goes to the hawker store, hawker center.
Hawker
have
center.
like Hainanese chicken rice,
satay, a lot of hot chili things.
Do you have anything else that you want to share with our listeners?
Oh, that I think is after so many years, and I see things that when you're in a very peaceful country, is God's blessing. But if you're not, just like in Vietnam, Myanmar, or other country, fighting all the time, family sometimes go the other country. So that's why when you have the family together, so you must precious the time you're together.
Yeah. How did your family leave Vietnam?
Most of our siblings already come out. Only my brother, my eldest brothers, that's my niece and nephew, they still stay in because they're still young. We want to come out. That time is already, the Vietcong is coming to Saigon. So if you want to leave, you must quick. We know one major. They know that next day or another day, very near, just 2 days, maybe the Vietcong will come out to Saigon. Once they come out to Saigon, that's very horrible. They maybe kill people or something. So we don't want to stay. My sibling, not my sibling, my niece and nephew, and my mother, my second mother still there, but my sister, they all come out already. So we quickly, we know one captain, American captain. They say, okay, you want to come out, you just give us a go, take the plan, the military plan, then quickly come out. So we do all this to my mother and my nephew and my niece all together, give them the go. Then we got a family to come out. So we sit in the military plan to come out Vietnam. That's how quickly, very quick, the second day. Because after then the Vietcong is coming to Saigon, so very difficult to come out already.
So you have no more family in Vietnam?
At the moment, no.
No. Oh, okay.
Our business all gone already last time.
And have you been back to Vietnam to visit?
Yeah. After 74, before, not after I went there. But after I didn't.
So they went back with my dad to meet the relatives.
Yes.
To celebrate the wedding. But this was 1972, so before the war.
I see all the relatives.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you to talk to you.
This will also be on our YouTube channel, so it'll be subbed as well. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.